Hi there. Guys, gals, do you ever wonder what to do with that special someone in your life on that special day called Valentine's Day? Well, guys, I'm here to show you something romantic, fleeting, beautiful, if you will. If you don't have anything ready yet, well, come on over here and let me show you what we're preparing for tonight. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm the Home Cooking Hunter, and today is Valentine's Day. So, for you guys out there who don't have something ready for that special someone, you're in luck. The Home Cooking Hunter is bringing you a special recipe, sauteed venison heart. It's the perfect way to go to his or hers heart for Valentine's Day. Come on over here, guys. I want to show you all how to prepare this. So, first, let's go over just some simple ingredients. This is it. We've got some garlic, some pepper, some salt, a venison heart, 2 tablespoons of butter, and half of a sweet onion. Not to mention a little red wine. And that's it. Super simple. Now, a lot of people are scared of the heart or they've never tried it. For years, I used to throw it away because I didn't even know you could eat these suckers. But once I found out and I tried it, I never turned back. My freezer's full of them. Now, most people ask me, where do you even start with it? It's super easy. Let me move this stuff out of the way and we're gonna get started. Okay guys, so right here you see all this right here, this tough tubey material. These are the ventricles. And what you wanna do is you wanna come right here, basically to the edge of this fat line or right to the top of it. Take your knife and just chop it straight off, okay? Then from there, all this is really dense and inedible. You want to trim any of this white fat off of the heart that you see. Okay. So once you get your heart nice and clean, all the white fat off of it, we've got to clean it out. We're going to come over here to the sink real quick, follow me over, and we're going to clean it out. Now the heart, once you harvest it, you will clean it out, most of you will, but it's still going to retain some blood in there. So once you get it, all the ventricles cut off the top and opened up, this is when you really want to get inside here. We're going to use cold water, make sure that it's cool, and we're going to get it. Don't get it going too fast, you'll have it all over you. But just fill that up and then we're gonna take our fingers and kind of pump the heart and make sure everything is out of there. Great, that one was cleaned out pretty darn good. So that way you're not gonna have any clots or anything like that inside the meat. Let me get a little towel here. So I'm gonna dry it off. Pat it dry once you get everything cleaned out. And then what I like to do is I like to cut it into steaks. So we're gonna cut these into about 1/2-inch steaks and then we're gonna clean out the rest of it inside there. So we'll just come over, measure over about 1/2 inch and cut that over. So now, this part right here, if you want to look right here, inside the heart where those ventricles and those holes, you'll see a spidery fibrous material right there. You're going to want to cut all of this out right there. Anything that's white, you want it gone. I'm using a way too big a knife to do this. Okay. All right guys, so now we got everything cleaned up on our steaks. We're just gonna lightly salt and pepper both sides, and then we're ready for our next step. All right, guys, so we got everything seasoned up. Let's grab our onions and our garlic. Let's head over to the skillet and get these bad boys rolling. Okay, so I've had this thing preheating for a few minutes on a medium-high heat. We're just gonna get about 2 tablespoons of butter, drop them bad boys in, let that melt, and then we're gonna throw in our onions. Now that that's started to melt, let's go ahead and throw in our half of a chopped sweet onion and about a teaspoon of minced garlic. Boom. And just mix it all around. We're just gonna cook these guys till they get a little translucent or have just a small amount of brown on the edges of the onion. Then that's when we're gonna add our venison heart steaks. These are smelling and looking great. Guys, the reason I want to tell you, the reason I cook these down too, because when the garlic and the onion and the butter cook together, it's gonna accept all those flavors and it's gonna be fantastic on our steak. So now these things are ready to go. A little bit of brown on the edges. I like to keep a good crisp onion. And we're gonna go ahead and add our venison steaks. Venison heart steaks. Now here's the kicker, guys. This is go time. You're only gonna cook these for about a minute to a minute and a half per side. It cooks really quick. The venison heart is a super lean meat. And that minute to minute and a half range right there, guys, that's gonna give you that perfect medium rare to rare steak that you want. And with a heart now, anything more than that, throw it out. It's basically like dog food. It dries out just like that. So you wanna watch it, and I'm gonna show you what it's gonna do. You can see right here, guys, see how it's starting to gray up the sides? Once it gets halfway up on each steak, that's when it's time to flip it. You can see right here in the steak how it's starting to gray. Does not take very long. So as soon as it gets about halfway up the steak or a quarter of the way up the steak, I'm gonna be flipping these bad boys. Now check out the inside. See how the inside's getting grayer than the outside? Do not leave your skillet. I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. Let's look at that. Beautiful heart steaks. Now, I got the first side done. Now we're gonna add some red wine. I use Merlot or Cabernet. About a quarter cup of it'll do. Just splash these bad boys over the top of your steaks. Let that sucker cook down. Throw a little bit of these onions on top here. Get some of that flavor cooking in. All right, guys, that looks amazing. Let's, what we're gonna do, got a plate. We're gonna take these off. And we're gonna let them rest for about 5, maybe 10 minutes or so. Let everything just redistribute back into the meat. All right, guys, we are all finished and they look fantastic. Beautiful, tender venison heart steak sauteed in onions, garlic, butter, and red wine. But before I try this, like I always do, we gotta set the mood. That's right. Okay. So now, for Valentine's Day, for your special someone, we're gonna try this beautiful venison heart steak. Covered in onions. Wow, look at that. A perfect medium rare. For me personally, I like a little more on the rare side, but hey, this is gonna be good. I swear, all those years of just throwing it away, I feel like a sinner. And it pairs perfect with the red wine. That is so good. Guys, thank you so much. I hope that you try this easy, simple, delicious recipe that is restaurant quality. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, and thanks for being here with the Home Cooking Hunter. I'm gonna finish my meal. Look at that. Look at that. That's gorgeous. This is fresh.